Hi friends and fans, it's Michael Pierce from Michael's Health Answers. Today is November 14th, tomorrow is November 15th, tomorrow is my 49th birthday. Everybody seems to make a big deal about their 50th birthday, but a wise woman that I respect said, think about it, Michael, you're turning 49, so this is really the start of your 50th year. It's a big deal. At 7 times 7, that's kind of a cool number. For me, it has been the year I put all the pieces together. I've been struggling for the last 3 years since my heart attack on figuring out who I am, what I do, and how I have something unique, or what I have that is unique to offer the world. It turns out it is all the people I know. Yeah. I always thought it was a product or a service or some cool things I'd learned along the way, but it's more than that. For me, it's been about the adventure. I have met hundreds of people. From the 1,000 or so people I've met, I've developed over 100 friendships. 10 of them good friendships, the sort that will last me and carry me to my grave. I didn't know that there were so many cool people just like me out there until I got into this online space and I realized the one thing that made us all special was we all had a story. Some of us have amazing stories. Actually, most of us have amazing stories. To be honest, you don't get to be where we are and confident and working forward and taking care of business and developing yourself to the point where you're confident enough to sit here and expose yourself to the world in the hope that people like you. I'm not all that worried anymore whether anybody likes me. I happen to like me for the first time in my adult life. If you look at the picture behind me, there's me at 280 pounds. I'm sitting here today at 180 pounds, and I'm telling anybody that looks like that guy, that this is a choice for you. I spent 30 years struggling with my weight. I did one specific thing and then a whole series of small things that got me the result you see sitting in front of you. Honestly, 1/3 of its intake, 1/3 of its exercise, and 1/3 of its attitude. And if you don't have all three of those things working towards solving your problem, you're not going to get there. I've tried to help some other people repeat the experience I've had, and they've had some success to varying degrees, but nobody's had the amazing results I've had. Maybe here's another sideline. Everybody thinks that I've had this amazing weight loss and this huge recovery because I deliberately seek out physically exerting activities as part of my work regimen. Let me tell you a little story how that all works. For the last 6 years, both my wife and I have been taking the same amount of all the same supplements. In that time frame, we've lost 1/3 of our total weight. I've lost 2/3 of that, and she's lost 1/3 of that. But here's where the magic is. My wife has a debilitating hip injury, and they told her 6-7 years ago that she would end up in a wheelchair by the time she's 50. She is fully mobile today. She's agile. She can walk. She can keep up with me for 2 or 3 kilometers, and then her hip goes out and she gets sore and has to stop. But the magic is I lost 120, almost 130 pounds in 6 years, but she lost over 60 pounds in that same 6-year period. Now that's only a pound a month. And people think, why would I work with a program that I only lost a pound a month? But let's face it, most of us don't need to lose 60 pounds to be healthy. And I'll tell you, once you start moving, object in motion stays in motion. I set the goal 6 years ago that I would be 190 pounds. I hit that goal earlier this year, 6-7 months ago, and I found myself now down 177, 178 pounds because I had such momentum at my weight loss. Even once I achieved my optimum weight, which my cardiologist said was 185 pounds, I still got 6-7 pounds below that. So really, if you want long-term health, you have to follow somebody that's done it. So you can choose my path, which is to lose 2 or 3 pounds every month by steadily increasing your physical activity every single time you can. Or you can choose my wife's slower path because of her hip injury and take it a pound a month. Let's face it, if you lost a pound a month, that's 12 this year, 24 next year, 36 a year after. You see where I'm getting at? In my experience, it's the small, measurable changes that add up and make the difference. Just like that compound interest thing. Let's start working towards it with your health. You do one thing better today, do that for a week. Add a second thing, do that for a week. Add a third thing, do that for a week. You see, by slowly compounding your efforts and your focus, and this works in each area of your life. So now we've got you working on increasing your activity. Well, let's decrease your intake. And my solution to decreasing your intake is to increase the quality of what you've been eating. Yeah. Eat better food so you have to eat less of it to get the nutrients you need, and your body will run more efficiently. There's some magic there. I was a journeyman cook or a papered chef for over 20 years before I escaped that trade. And I say escape because part of the reason I became over 300 pounds was I ate good food. I love good food. I was surrounded by good food. And if I hadn't gotten out of the cooking business, I probably would have been 350 pounds instead of 250 pounds when I had my heart attack, and I wouldn't be having this conversation with you. I would have been that guy they went, oh, well, what happened to Mike? Well, Mike didn't take care of himself, and Mike got overweight, and Mike got out of shape, and he stopped caring about being active, and he almost died. So don't let this be you. And if you are facing these sorts of things, you've got high blood pressure, bad cholesterol, you're overweight, out of shape, you're tired, you can't get good sleep, I have some remedies and solutions for all of these things. But better than that, I am here to work with you, to help you. If you step up now before the end of this month, I'm offering half an hour's free coaching. If you just stay with my healthy eating program, you only have to pay for the cost of the food and supplements you consume, and I will help you by spending a half an hour every week with you working on your goals, your specific goals, to speed up the specific outcomes you need and want in your life with your health. Because when you are healthier, you can think better, do more, accomplish more, and your life just becomes easier. So if this makes sense to you, get a hold of me. My phone number is floating around out there. I'm very, very accessible by email. You can find me at mpierce991@gmail or at info@MichaelsHealthAnswers.ca. Either way, subscribe to these videos, share them with your friends. I'm going to be getting some more information out in the next 2 weeks about this health challenge, but those that want to get in on the ground floor before it gets big and we get a lot of people involved, I'm looking for 10 people right now that want to have insider information, the fast track, be the first to know there's a solution. So if you want to understand the discipline of wellness, mind, body, and soul all pointing in the same direction so that you can be happy, healthy, and enjoy every day of your life, stay tuned. I've got some things to share with you. Have a great day. Goodbye.